Anyone who has even slightly contemplated doing the nomadic lifestyle here in the good old US of A, well, they've heard of Quartzsite, Arizona. Nestled here in the Sonoran Desert, just a 2-hour drive from Phoenix and about 22 miles from the Mexican border, this is the center of the universe for all things nomadic, especially for those who, shall we say, are frugal. Now, I say frugal because it's free. You can actually live out here for zero money, but you got to put up with really bright sunshine, really weird weather swings, and a whole lot of dust. Which brings us to the thriving metropolis that is Quartzsite. Honestly, it's not that much of a tourist destination. It's all of about 14 feet from end to end. And we are going to take a tour of it. And yes, we are going to go see the Naked Guy, the title that you saw in this video. Very true. Used bookstore. The Naked Guy runs it. Can't wait to go meet him. But first, before we hop in our little bug and drive 14 feet to the 14 feet of town, let's go on a little adventure, because I think that will set the tone for Quartzsite. According to Google Maps, there is something called the Old Quartzsite Shack, and it's just around the corner from where we are. This sounds like the attraction of a lifetime. We're just going to have to go find it now, aren't we? The problem is, the only thing I've got is general direction. It is that way. Guess we're going to find out. This is sort of, kind of, almost a road. Oh, I can't even imagine taking the bus through here. Nope. According to this, it's that way. Are there snakes in the Sonoran Desert? This is a question I probably should have Googled earlier. Oh, that's kind of neat. That looks like a positively cool place to rest one's weary bones. Oops. I'm getting farther and farther into the wilderness. What's the map say? The map doesn't say anything. Still facing the right direction. Well, that's not good. No. There is no moving forward from here. One would have thought that the desert would be not full of blocking vegetation, but alas. I think we'll just follow the wash. This seems like the sanest idea. You know, unless a flash flood comes through, and I don't think so. There hasn't been a drop of rain in a very long time. Oh, this is cool. Which way? I'm going up here, which will be the wrong way. Better be some kind of historical sign up here, because I don't know what the shack's all about, but Google only has so many things that it can tell you about. And it picked the shack to tell me. It's got to be good. Oh, crap. Another. Can't get through it. Does anybody know where we are? More importantly, does anyone know how to get back? Yeah, Nikki, I said I was going to go take some pictures of the desert. I did not bring water, but haven't died yet. I don't think today will be the day. I am seriously. Oh, too far for the GoPro to see, but I found it. Oh, I also found gravel in the wash. It's not too far away. There shouldn't be too many obstacles between us and it. It is not older. It's 1954. Poured concrete. I don't know what it is. It had a lovely fireplace at one point. Single room. Well, secondary room. Apparently this is the al fresco outdoor pooper. No, just a little small room next to another bigger room. in the middle of the desert. I'm gonna have to do some research. And I suppose I could read the graffiti that people so lovingly placed all over. I don't know what this was, but as far as quartzsite attractions go, this is one of the top 10. Are you getting a feel yet for what quartzsite is actually like? Okay, way off in the distance, that's where we came from. Somewhere in there is our autobus. And that mountain right there, those two, those are the ones we climbed in the ADHD video. It's, everything's just right here. It's all right here for the taking. How the hell do I get back? Okay, while we're on our way back and it give me something to do other than to think about my impending doom of not finding home, where are we? What the hell is Quartzsite anyway? We are in something called the LTVA. It is run by the BLM, MOUSE. It's the Bureau of Land Management. Have something called the long-term visitor area. For $180, you get to park on that land for the entire season. It's like 7 months. It comes with other amenities. They have a dump station and they have potable water and a big trash dumpsters where you can throw your refuse. So it's kind of worth it. Here, prices are going up a lot next year. Heaven forbid you take care of people. The land is empty. Nobody wants BLM land. That's kind of the fun thing. After every other departmental agency passes it up, it goes to the BLM. It's just, they're caretakers. So to me, $180 is $180 that they get. This is where people live. People live here because it's free or cheaper. You can stay off of this land on regular BLM land for absolutely nothing. You don't get any amenities though. But that's kind of the whole purpose. People come out here. The weather generally isn't bad in the winter. And you can have an affordable existence for a lot of people. And this is the best that they can do. I don't like the idea that the government's raising those rates because they're not giving any more services for it. This is land that we're going to manage anyway. Why not let the people stay on it affordably? But no, apparently our government is all about making money off of everyone, including you and I, but that's a whole political topic and I'm not going to get into it. Quartzsite itself seems to be where a lot of BLM land exists. As far as the RV crowd, as far as the van life, bus life, us life kind of people. So all around it, people find free parking. There's 4 LTVAs here, of which we are in one, west, I believe. This just becomes a big place. I mean, it's like 3,000 people in Quartzsite. It's not a big town, but around this time of year, it can get up to 1 million people. Now, granted, they're dispersed because this is the Great Sonoran Desert. There's not much out here for many, many miles. I think Mexico's 22 miles somewhere, like I mentioned. I'm lost already. Anyway, that is Quartzsite. The town itself has the bare minimum of necessities, and in fact, I would say it has not even that. There's a couple restaurants, a couple gas stations, a lot of flea market stuff. Nikki's trying to get a prescription called in here. I didn't even know there was a pharmacy. Apparently there is one. It's Happy Valley Pharmacy, but we have yet to find out where it is. Most people go, there's a couple major towns about an hour away in every direction. That's where people tend to go for things. Quartzsite is weird. Why people would pick a nothing town in the middle of nowhere, but maybe that's the draw. Maybe that is what people like best about this. Privacy. You are away from everyone and anything, and to a large part, the outside world doesn't really intrude. I'm actually kind of liking that aspect. Is that us? No. It is a school bus. It is not our school bus. Have I seen that school bus? Okay, well, at least we are close to what is called Old Yuma Road, which is where we are parked. So we come out here, and And we just have to make the big decision. Could go other way. I wish that was my bus. It would be so much closer. Schoolie, another schoolie, another schoolie. I don't remember seeing any of these coming in, which means if I haven't seen them, we haven't passed them, which means we're that way, which of course means we're not. Oh wait, Nikki's sharing her location. It is, she's that way. Hey, what you know? I was right. I was right. We have seriously overshot the bus. But the good news is technology and my keen sense of non-direction says we're down that way. Ah, home at last. We found it. Let's go inside, figure out where the hell we just were, shall we? Well, I need to find out where I was. Problem is, dear viewers, Starlink is dead for us. Dead. Day 2 of waiting for them to call us back. Got to use a hotspot in the middle of the desert. Where were we? And what is it? We went to the old Quartzsite shack. Several structures. No, it's, the stone cabin. It's the stone cabin. It's the stone cabin. The stone cabin you're referring to, it's the rock cabin of Joseph Coney? Constructed of local stone. It's in the remote desert. Yeah, no kidding. It's a ghost town style attraction. Where to find it? Well, tell me about who he was. Oh, it was actually a home of old Joseph. He was a longtime resident. He lived there from 1892 to 1971. Oh, so even though we saw that 1950 sticker, that thing's old. I'm going to call that one a win. I'm actually digging the rock cabin of Joseph Coney. Welcome to the High Jolly Monument. Who is High Jolly, you ask? Well, there's a sign over there, but I'm just going to paraphrase. Back in the late 1800s, he was a guy who came over because he knew camels. What did that matter? The U.S. Army Camel Corps is what. They were experimenting with, can you use camels in the American Southwest desert? It turns out the answer is yes. But it turned out the answer also is they got tired of it. And they didn't do it anymore. High Jolly, that was his nickname. They could not actually pronounce his real name. He came because he knew camels. He was the driver, the packer, the scout. He did a little bit of everything. And then after they canceled the U.S. Army Camel Corps, he stayed. And this is the part I don't know. I was not expecting a whole cemetery around him. I don't know who these people are. But they erected a statue, a monument. A monument? Yes, a monument to this fine man who helped bring camels to Quartzsite, who helped bring the Army Camel Corps of Engineers to America. It's kind of cool. When you walk around Quartzsite, there's just camels everywhere. You're like, oh, why are there camels? Oh, and there's also supposed to be some in the wild. I've not seen them. I don't know of anyone who has seen them, but when they shut down everything, they just let the camels go. So no one really knows if they survived or not, meaning I don't know. But I'm going to go read the sign and see if it tells me. Pyramid, native stone, resting place, Greek born in Syria, yada, yada, yada. His real name was Haji Ali. No. He did a whole bunch of stuff after the Camel Corps of Engineers, but nope, cemetery's named after his honor. I guess this is like the cemetery. I've never really seen how people get buried in the desert. Where I'm from, in the East Coast, You know, you put people in the ground and there's grass everywhere, and you pay people to cut it, and there's headstones. There's small ones. This is kind of interesting. Rock on top of rock. That's Hi Jolly. I happened to see the sign as I was driving through, you know, the trip that lasted all the 3.5 minutes, mostly because I caught the light wrong. Yes, the light. There is one light here. All right, where shall we go next? Oh, and by the way, the car, the beautiful smart car filled with beautiful smart car dust. Welcome to Quartzsite. We made a video not too long ago. We still don't have a name for it. A viewer stopped by yesterday, day before. He wanted to promote his name of the Dingleberry. I still kind of like it. Nikki's on the fence. She's, what does she want to call it? ... berry, where you fill in your own whatever berry. So I don't know. I just been calling it the bug. Anyway, this is absolutely, as I mentioned in that video, a game changer. Oh my Lord, look it. It's everywhere. But we have been able to get out and do so much, including this fine tour of Quartzsite, Arizona. I love it. We absolutely love our little smart car. So let's get back in it. I do remember the other day while cruising in this fine vehicle, and yes, I still fit. There's actually an Indian restaurant. At least there's a sign for one. I can't believe it. I did eat at the Mexican place. There's a couple barbecue joints, American food, but I'm not interested in American food. Let's go find out what Indian food in Arizona tastes like. Oh, and by the way, there is precisely, as far as I can figure out, where am I? One radio station in town, and they do classic rock. Now, I would have guessed country or religious stuff, but it's interesting because it's classic rock from a very specific era. The majority of the folks here are decidedly boomers. So the music is everything from 1963 to 1973. Ozzy Osbourne was just on the radio. Of course, he's copyrighted, so I can't let him go. But the fun thing is, and here I'm dating myself, the radio, not a stereo, the radio system sucks in this smart car. It's very tinny. If you've ever owned a 1970s vehicle, you will understand how music is supposed to sound, and it does. The radio station here, where's the Loves? Is it supposed to be up here? The radio station here sounds like it is supposed to sound. So yeah, if you're gonna come down, make sure you got oh, there's a camel. Make sure you've got the appropriate tinny stereo system for the music that is playing. I gotta put this down because I don't know where I am. Hang on, oh, there's a light. I think if I turn left, I will either find heaven or Indian food. It says Indian food. Are they open? It says they're open. Let's go find out. I have no idea what this sport is. Interesting. It smells right. It's got the right feel. I'm very confident in it. I finally found some good food here in Quartzsite. Oh no, Nikki just texted me out. It says, the reviews say the guy is dead. He died maybe 3 months ago, and some lady owns it now. The guy's name was Paul Weiner. The guy I'm talking about is the Naked Bookseller. He was going to be the last part of this video. Wow. Well, that's a shame. I'm going to find some stock footage and photos of him because apparently he was quite the character. And even though I never got to meet him, I think maybe we should. Oh, yum, 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 yum. This looks good. I apparently got potatoes and peas and chicken curry. And oh, it looks yummy, yummy, yummy. A little on the watery side, but pretty good. Honestly, it was not too shabby. With an asterisk, it wasn't too shabby for Quartzsite, Arizona. But it was nice to have something a little different. Oh, the game that we saw on the TV, it's called Kabaddi. I had never heard of it before. It's adult tag, literally. Did it start? It's really hard to tell. Yep, I guess it's running. 2 teams, 7 people each. You send one guy over to tag one of 4 guys in a circle. And after you tag, you have to run back to your side before the defensive men tackle you. That's literally it. Adult tag. And it was, I couldn't look away. It was a really interesting, really interesting game. I can kind of see the allure of it. All right, where to next? Like there's a whole lot to choose from. Well, I suppose we'll just drive the quarter mile that is Quartzsite. And we'll see what else is of interest down there. Let's see. There's a family restaurant. I haven't been there yet. There's 2 big events that happen in Quartzsite. One is the big RV show. That's what just happened when we first got here. But then there's a big Brock and Jim and something like that show. I don't know when that starts. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Indian food. All right, I saw something on the left coming up here earlier. I don't know what it was, but might still be there. Emptiness, leftovers, firewood place, good prices, good wood. Wow, this is terrible. Well, was that it? No. Yes. No. I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but it's got a sign and it's got old stuff. That's all I got right now. Oh, there is a real quirk in this thing. You cannot get out until you remember to push the button. Now you can get out. Yeah, it's small. Judge Hagley Site Preservation Project, a community project, yada yada. Self-store. What the? I don't have a clue what all of this is, but this is what caught my eye. Camels. Not real ones, obviously. At least I don't think. This seems to be... Oh! I see. It's another one of these buildings. Right smack in the middle of town. I'm going on a limb because they have camels. They have, this must have been, could it have been where they kept camels? What's on the side of the building over here? The rich history of Arizona's gold rush, High Jolly and the oh, you can see this. High Jolly and the U.S. Camel Corps Project. Secretary of War Jefferson Davis. Yeah, Camel Corps. The life and legacy of George Hagley. Marion Judge. This is Old West with camels. Because, of course, you got to have camels in the Old West. You know, like I say, I'm from the East Coast of Washington, D.C., to be very specific. It's just kind of cool because all the old Wild West stuff, you saw it in movies. And you come out here and, well, there ain't much left of it. But what there is kind of neat. It pays to read. If this is that, a famous early hotel. This was the Hagley Hotel in the foreground. So that would have been the building we were just in, and right where we're squatting was a hotel. So I don't know what that was, but it was. So yeah, this was like a Wild West hotel. That had to have been, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I'm kind of glad that I pulled off the side of the road to see it. Okay, you little smart car, where are you going to take us next? 400 feet left. I think we're 2/3 of the way through town already. Okay, there are a few other things in town. There's 2 grocery stores, like I mentioned. I have to go by one of them to pick up some stuff for Nikki in a bit, but if you've been in a grocery store, it's not terribly exciting. Don't judge me. I do want to run down to the used bookstore because One, the video started out because I wanted to meet the naked guy. So I feel I could at least go down and see where he used to be naked. But also, just having a used bookstore, we love used bookstores. To have something like that in this little town is just, you got to pay homage to it and you got to keep it alive because it's just too cool. But one other thought before we go into that, if you're not too into the whole boondocking in the desert thing, there are a lot of RV parks in town. The kind where you pull in, hook up, and you live like you're in a house for 7 months out of the year. Where is the place? It's up here somewhere. So if you're thinking about coming to Quartzsite, but you honestly don't want to live out in the dusty desert, you have options. Pretty sure it is here. Oh, yep. The Reader's Oasis. Where's the entrance? Well, shoot. I don't think they're open. Let's go see. What does the sign on the door say? For unattended. Nope, they're closed. Don't see anything with hours on it. But I do want to come back very much because, like I say, we love bookstores. They're in today's technology world, and I'm not a dinosaur, but in today's technology world, books are rapidly fading. And we want to support books. We like books. If we had more room, we would have more books. Kindle just doesn't have quite the same feel. So, yep, Nikki and I will be back. We will come back to the Reader's Oasis. Why is this car shaking so much? I guess that's what a 3-cylinder does. So, yep. Oh, I can't think of another damn thing to show you. So, until you see our kitchen, which should be the next video, I'm going to have to go ride herd over Gabe to make sure he's working hard. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.
I will step down when I'm talking about the weather.